Good morning, dear students. Now, in this video, we have discussed about the another topic of genetics, which is the most important topics after the determination of the sex. The next topic is the sex-linked inheritance. This is the most important ones, and these are called as the different type of disorders. Okay, so this is the sex-linked inheritance. What is sex-linked inheritance? It is nothing but to study about the sex-linked inheritance, we have to know about the what is linkage or what is sex linkage. The sex-linked inheritance is otherwise known as sex linkage. What is linkage? First we can know that what is linkage, then after we can discuss about the what is sex linkage. So what is linkage? I can already write that it describe the way, it describe the way in which two genes that are located close to each other on a chromosome are often inherited together. That means it is nothing but, if I can simply explain that, in a chromosome, if the two different genes are closely related or the two genes are found at same time or the same level of the chromosome, then it is called as linkage. Okay, so what is linkage? It describes the way, co-processor the process or the way in which two genes, genes that are located close to each other. Mane in a chromosome, we can draw a example. Okay, this is an chromosome. Here, this is an X chromosome. Ita gote kon hoche amar X chromosome hoche. Here is another chromosome, another gene is located on the same gene. Hela nei, mane same sei X chromosome re jodi same out gene rohila, tahela ame ta kon boli koche linkage boli koche. Next asla, the great scientist or the biologist, the American biologist Thomas Hunt Morgan. Kiye? Next asle amar scientist Thomas Hunt Morgan, the American biologist, discover the sex linkage. ये जो sex linkage टा को से ही describe करथिले. That means the main माने जो linkage टा ये जो माने character टा जोड़ा कि हमर जो ये जो difference ये जो आसिला एटा को जे describe main जे बाहर करचंदी से हेला हमर Morgan. There are different type of scientists are after the Morgan, but due to they have described or they have discovered this, so that the Thomas Hunt Morgan is known as the discover of the sex linkage. Now we have discussed about definition of sex linkage. Definition kon sex linkage kon कहला, the transmission of character hela nei, transmission. What is transmission? That means the goes of the character from the one generation or from the parents to their offspring. Okay, this is called transmission. The transmission of the characters and their determining gene. माने से जो character टा को जो character टा the which character which will be transferred from the parents to their offspring, that determining gene से कोटा determine करछि, gene टा determine करछि, determining gene along with the sex determining gene एवं ता संगरे अटैच होइथिबा सेक्स डिटरमाइनिंग जीन को हमें कोन बोली कोचे सेक्स लिंकेज. किछि वारी होबा दरकार नै, भलसे बुझ कोन कहला डेफिनेशन ऑफ सेक्स लिंकेज. सेक्स लिंकेज दैट मींस इफ देखो गुड एग्जांपल, XY is a chromosome or X is a chromosome and Y is the another chromosome. If in this chromosome जदी एई जो chromosome रे अलगा किछि जीन अदर जीन आसी कि ता संगरे अटैच होई जाए, तुम देखिथियो केतला H लिखाई थिवो को पाखरे C लिखाई थाए हला नै, माने किछि जदी XH लाइक XC माने कोन होछि ए जो क्रोमोसोम संगरे आउर गुड कोन अछि गुटे एक्स्ट्रा जीन गुटे आसी कि ता संगरे अटैच हि जाइछि हला नै, दैट इज कॉल्ड द सेक्स लिंकेज. दैट मींस द ट्रांसमिशन ऑफ द कैरेक्टर जो ट्रांसमिशन होछि एंड द डिटरमाइनिंग जीन एवं सी जो कैरेक्टर टा को जे डिटरमाइन करछि सही जीन along with ता सहित along with sex determining gene ता सहित हमर जो सेक्स डिटरमाइन करछि से जीन जो मिसी के आछंदी से जो माने से जो लिंकेज टा को से जो कॉम्बिनेशन टा हम कोन बोली कोचे सेक्स लिंकेज बोली कोचे. जनरली द सेक्स लिंकेज इज थ्री टाइप्स. जनरली हम कहि परिबा द फर्स्ट वन इज द सेक्स लिंक्ड ट्रेट. फर्स्ट वन कोन आसला हमर सेक्स लिंक्ड ट्रेट. व्हाट इज सेक्स लिंक्ड ट्रेट? सेक्स लिंक्ड ट्रेट माने कोन आसला these are the those traits, they are the those traits ei jaka la sei trait that determining the gene of sex chromosome kon कहला they are those traits eita hala sei trait that means that determining the gene of sex chromosome ye kon determine करछि देखो main determining the gene of sex chromosome सेक्स क्रोमोसोम रो जो जीन टा को जे डिटरमाइन करूची जस्ट एग्जांपल देली मु हेमियोफिलिया कलर ब्लाइंडनेस तो मु एटा देखो कर दोची इन आवर बॉडी जनरली इन केस ऑफ ह्यूमन और इन केस ऑफ फ्रूट फ्लाई और ड्रोसोफिला हला ने हमर कोन अछि सेक्स डिटरमाइनिंग जीन कोन एक्स एंड वाई इन केस ऑफ मेल एंड इन केस ऑफ फीमेल इट इज XX. Yes or no? Because the male are heterogametic in nature and the female are homogametic in nature. That means these are the different sex determining gene. ये जो जीन जाका हला हमर कोन सेक्स डिटरमाइन करछंदी ये जो सेक्स डिटरमिनेशन कला बळको along with attachment or the linkage of the another character, right? So hemophilia it will be denoted as H. So it is the another character or another gene that will be attached, or the color blindness that is we can denote it as C. That means the color blindness ये जो character जाका आछि that means XH or X in XHY, that means the male is suffering from hemophilia. So what is the word hemophilia? We can totally describe about the different type of sex linked trait in the next further video, but now this is the introduction about the sex linked inheritance, so that just know about the what is hemophilia. Hemio, that means the word come from the blood, that means in the blood there is a hemoglobin is present. Hemoglobin again the hemoglobin is a combination of hem and globin. The hem part is the iron part, that is the hemio. That means it is related to blood related philia, that means decreases. If any decreases in the blood level or the hemoglobin level, that means the person or the organism will be suffering from the hemophilia. We can describe in the next video what is hemophilia and what are the color blindness. Just know about what is sex linked trait. This is nothing but if a trait or the gene will be attached to the sex determining gene. Sex determining gene kon rahila X and XY. XX is determining the femaleness and XY determining the maleness. तो ये जो sex determining gene संगरे जो अलगा gene टा attach होची the inherited character which is known as जो character टा attach होची that is called sex linked trait. एटा को हमें कोन बोली कोचे sex linked trait बोली कोचे. एग्जांपल रे गला हमर हेमियोफिलिया and color blindness. Hemophilia I already told that it is the blood disorder. What is color blindness? This is nothing but the person will not identify some colors like red color, green color. Some colors are the person will not determining. We can describe in next video that is what is hemophilia and what is color blindness. Just in this video we have know about the what are the different type of sex linkage. The next one is the sex limited trait. The next one is the sex limited trait. What is sex limited trait? Limited means something less or the limited. So what is sex limited trait? Trait which are expressed in a particular sex. माने इटा कोन हला गुड particular sex either in the male or in the female. This is the particular sex. तो गुड particular sex रे जो trait टा कोन अछि present in other sex also. हला ना that means for example milk secretion and pattern baldness. हला ना तो what is this देखो बढ़िया एग्जांपल देखो बड़े कोन हला sex linked trait. Sex linked trait माने कोन भल से बुझो पिले माने sex linked trait it is nothing but trait जो trait टा of the genes which are expressed in a particular sex. जो टा कोन अछनी ଗୋଟେ particular sex रे represent करंती माने ଗୋଟେ particular sex रे that will be visible or the disorder or the ଗୋଟେ particular sex जोटा कि देखा जाए हला ने but though they are present in other sex also. But सेटा कोन अछि other sex रे अछि but तांका देह रे देखा जाए नाही. So just example first one milk secretion hela ne what is milk secretion kebe we cannot view the male will giving in the male body the secretion of the milk takes place, but in the female body the milk will be secreted hela ne by the help of different hormones like oxytocin and prolactin hela ne. Due to the presence of oxytocin and prolactin hormone in the female body it will be occurs, that is the hormonal it depend korche amar hormonal upare, but these are also present in the male sex but it cannot be showing in the male body. First one is the milk secretion, next one is the pattern baldness. Pattern baldness means in Odia it is called as pata. Hala nahi jama that means pata mane kono jo manake chutti न थाए. Generally it will be viewed in case of मेल तो एटी हमर जो आसला पैटर्न ब्लेंडनेस को जस्ट एग्जांपल देख मु किछिटा जिंस देखै दउ तुमको तो कोन आसला इन दिस एग्जांपल इफ द मेल जदि हमर मेल रो जदि पैटर्न ब्लेंडनेस रहिला दैट मींस दिस कैरेक्टर देन इट विल बी सफरर दैट मींस द पैटर्न ब्लेंडनेस विल बी शोन इन केस ऑफ मेल बट ड्यू टू the female have the homozygous if they carrying the only one chromosome or the one gene will be carrying that inherited character it will be in the carrier stage that means they are semane kon roile amara carrier stage roile तो ए जो प्रकार हमर जो डिफरेंस आसला एटा कोन बोली कोच हमें तो दीटा हमें देखिले लिंकेज कोन कहला सेक्स लिंक्ड ट्रेट एंड नेक्स्ट वन इज द सेक्स लिमिटेड ट्रेट लिमिटेड दैट मींस इट इज प्रेजेंट इन द बोथ द सेक्स बट इट विल बी ओनली विजिबल इन केस ऑफ सम डिटरमाइनिंग तो से कोन कहला एक्सप्रेस इन ए पार्टिकुलर सेक्स जदि गोटे पार्टिकुलर सेक्स देखा जाए ताहल सेटा हम कोन बोली कोचे सेक्स लिमिटेड ट्रेट बोली कोचे नेक्स्ट वन इज द थर्ड वन सेक्स influenced what is sex influence trait sex influence trait माने कोन influenced माने कोन एटा कोआ जे ओडिया रे कोन बोली कोआ जे प्रभावित करिबा तो कोन बोली कोआ जे इन्फ्लुएंस्ड माने जोटा कोन कोची पर्टिकुलर सेक्स टा को इन्फ्लुएंस्ड करूची हला ने तो सेठी कोन आसला द ट्रेट आर नॉट ड्यू टू द पर्टिकुलर द ट्रेट which are not due to the particular genes but कौन बोला the traits which are not due to the particular gene but due to the product of some sex chromosome but due to the sex chromosome तो कौन कहला पहले what is sex influence trait the trait which are not due to the particular gene एटा से particular gene पाई जोटा की गुटे particular sex देहर अछि particular gene but are product of the some sex chromosome but are some product कर दियो एटा प्रोड्यूस करना product of the sex chromosome sir give an example because these terms are generally explained by some examples so some examples is the beard what is beard माने दाढ़ी उठिबा हला नै दाढ़ी निश्चय उठुचे हम generally it will be viewed in case of male हला नै I can give the example beard so what is beard if the testosterone hormone हला नै if the testosterone hormone secretion will be more or the amount of testosterone will be increases in the male body but due to in case of female the testosterone hormone also present sir how in the both the male and female there is a kidney is present and this is the kidney cap here some secretion this is the kidney okay so एठी हमर कोन होची in the female also the kidney is present तो ए जो किडनी कैप रे हमर कोन अछि एड्रेनालिन हार्मोन हमर जनरली सिक्रेशन हुए द एड्रेनालिन इज रिलेटेड टू द टेस्टोस्टेरोन तो जेहेतु सेमानक देहर मध्ये किडनी आर प्रेजेंट इन द बोथ द सेक्स बट ड्यू टू द एक्सेस सिक्रेशन ऑफ द टेस्टोस्टेरोन हार्मोन द बियर्ड विल बी अपीयर इन केस ऑफ मेल बट व्हाइल इन केस ऑफ फीमेल इट विल बी नॉट एज मच एज कंपेयर्ड टू द मेलनेस तो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट योर सेक्स लिंक्ड इनहेरिटेंस माने सेक्स लिंक्ड इनहेरिटेंस माने कोन सेटा हमें जनरली एठी हमें देखिले if the sex linked character will be attached to the X chromosome जदि generally हमर जो sex linked term ता जदि हमर X chromosome संगे attach होची okay I can erase it sex linkage कौन देखो it is the one type of character or the transformation of the inheritance or the variation. Inheritance mean kono variation of the mane difference character which will be transferred from the parents to their offspring is called as sex linked inheritance. In this case, generally the inherited character is mainly attached to the X chromosome. Generally এটা কোন হচ্ছে আমরা X chromosome সঙ্গে লাগি attach হয়ে আছে. So if the character or the inherited character, okay, লিখি দউছি, I can write it. If the, দেখো পিলে কোন কইলা, if the gene which are attached to the X chromosome, जदि से जीन टा जोटा कि हमर जनरली हमर कोन हिची X chromosome संगे अटैच हिची, if the gene which are attached to the X chromosome, then we called as, हमें सीधा कोन कहि परिबा, X linked inheritance. हला हमें सीधा कोन बोली कहबा, X linked inheritance बोली कहबा. जदि जनरली से जो जीन बा कैरेक्टर जोटा कि हमर इनहेरिटेड कैरेक्टर टा X क्रोमोसोम संगे अटैच है कि बा लिंक है कि जदि नेक्स्ट जनरेशन हो जाय छै ताले हम ता कोन बोली कोचे X linked inheritance बोली कोचे. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, if the gene which is attached to the Y chromosome, हला नहीं जनरली कौन कहला, if the gene which is attached to the Y chromosome, generally if the Y chromosome does not take as much age, but in some time the sex linked inheritance will be attached to the Y chromosome, then it is called Y chromosome, then we called as, हमें सीधा कौन बोले कहबा, Y linked inheritance. हमें सीधा कौन बोली कहबा, जनरली Y linked inheritance बोली कहबा, or say it is otherwise known as Hollandric gene. ओके, तो एटा को हमें कोन बोली कहले Y linked inheritance. जदि Y संगे लिंक हैला ताहले ताको हमें कोन बोली कहबा, Y linked inheritance or Hollandric gene, the gene which will be carry the inherited character, that is the Y gene or Y हैला chromosome which is called as Hollandric gene. Next, if the gene which is attached to the both the, जदि कौन कहला, if the gene which is attached to both the chromosomes, the chromosome that is X and Y, जदि से gene टा which is attached to the both the chromosome that is X and Y, then it is called incompleted sex linked gene. Then it is called incompleted sex linked inheritance. हला जदि से जो कैरेक्टर टा जदि हमर कोन होचे both X and Y को जदि लागुचे, then it is called incompleted sex linked inheritance or incompleted sex linked gene बोली मध्य हमें ता कोन बोली कहउचे. This is all about your sex linked inheritance. In the next video we can describe about the different type of disorders like hemophilia and color blindness and some other disorders. We can describe about the next video. Okay, thank you.